All things have been delivered to me of my Father, and no one knoweth the Son except the Father, neither doth any know the Father except the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son willeth to reveal him. Come to me, all ye that labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Mattai chapter 12. At that season Yeshua went on the Shabbat day through the grain fields, and his disciples were hungry, and began to pluck ears and to eat. But the Parishayah, when they saw it, said to him, Behold, thy disciples do that which it is not lawful to do upon the Shabbat. But he said to them, Have ye not read what David did when he was hungry, and they that were with him? How he entered into the house of the God, and ate the showbread, which it was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them that were with him, but only for the priests? Or have ye not read in the law that on the Shabbat day the priests in the temple profane the Shabbat and are guiltless? But I am saying to you that one greater than the temple is here. But if ye had known what this meaneth, I desire mercy and not a sacrifice, ye would not have condemned the guiltless. For the Son of the Man is a Lord of the Shabbat. And he departed and went into their synagogue. And behold, a man having a withered hand. And they asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Shabbat day? That they might accuse him. And he said to them, What man shall there be of you that shall have one sheep, and if this fall into a pit on the Shabbat, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? By how much, then, is a man of more value than a sheep? For what reason it is lawful to do good on the Shabbat day? Then saith he to the man, Stretch forth thy hand. And he stretched it forth, and it was restored whole as the other. But the Parishayah went out, and took counsel against him, how they might destroy him. And Yeshua, perceiving it, withdrew from thence, and many followed him, and he healed them all, and charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken through Yeshaiah the prophet, saying, Behold, my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall declare judgment to the nations. He shall not strive nor cry aloud, neither shall anyone hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment to victory, and in his name shall the nations hope. Then was brought to him one possessed with a demon, blind and mute, and he healed him, insomuch that the mute man spoke and saw. And all the multitudes were amazed, and said, Can this be the son of David? But when the Parishayah heard it, they said, This man is not casting out the demons, if not by the Beelzebul, prince of the demons. And knowing their thoughts, he said to them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if the Shatana casteth out the Shatana, he is divided against himself. How then shall his kingdom stand? And if I, by Beelzebul, am casting out the demons, by whom are your sons casting them out? Therefore shall they be your judges. But if by the Spirit of God I am casting out the demons, then is the kingdom of the God come upon you. Or how can one enter into the house of the strong one and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong one, and then he will spoil his house? He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth. Therefore I am saying to you, every sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven to men, but the blasphemy against the Spirit shall not be forgiven. And whosoever shall speak a word against the Son of the Man, it shall be forgiven for him. But whosoever speak against the Holy Spirit, it shall not be forgiven for him, neither in this aeon, nor in that which is to come. Either effectuate ye the tree good, and its fruit good, or effectuate ye the tree corrupt, and its fruit corrupt, for the tree is being known by its fruit. Ye offspring of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth is speaking. The good man out of his good treasure bringeth forth good things, and the evil man out of his evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. And I am saying to you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Then certain of the scribes and Parishayah answered him, saying, Teacher, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said to them, An evil generation, even an adulteress, is seeking after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of Jonah the prophet. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the big fish, so shall the Son of the Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Nineveh men shall stand up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For they repented at the proclamation of Jonah, and behold, more than your nigh is here. The Queen of the South shall rise up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Shalom, and behold, more than Shalom is here. But the unclean spirit, when it is gone out of the man, passeth through waterless places, seeking rest, and findeth it not. Then he saith, I will return into my house, whence I came out, and when it is come, it findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth it, and taketh with itself 7 other spirits more evil than itself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man becometh worse than the first. Likewise shall it be also to this evil generation. While he was yet speaking to the multitudes, behold, his mother and his brothers stood outside, seeking to speak to him. And one said to him, Behold, thy mother and thy brothers stand outside, seeking to speak to thee. But he answered and said to him that told him, Who is my mother? And who are my brothers? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples, and said, Behold, my mother and my brothers. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, the one in skies, he is my brother and sister and mother. On that day went Yeshua out of the house, and sat by the seaside. And there were gathered to him great multitudes, so that he entered into a boat and sat, and all the multitude stood on the beach. And he spoke to them many things in parables, saying, Behold, the sower went forth to sow.